Saludos, mi bien gente de YouTube. Liana Gabrielle here with your weekly Witchy Wednesday Tarot which is your horoscope with a tarot twist. Thank you guys so much for tuning into last week's video. If you're here for the first time, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss the weekly tarot tea, because things are getting intense. So we're currently dealing with Mercury retrograde, which really affects technology and communication. Also during this time, it's pretty much like widespread knowledge that it's not a good time to sign contracts and make huge commitments like that at this time. So please be wary of that. That is something that applies to all zodiac signs, not just a few of us. So with that in mind, we're going to kick things off by spraying the best of the best Spirit Renewal Spray by Cynthia. You already know I like to cleanse the cards, cleanse the vibe before we get started. I hope y'all are having a good week so far, and I hope that y'all are getting closer and closer to alignment and to healing. So with that being said, we're gonna kick things off with Capricorn. So I'm gonna spread these out for y'all. This is off the top. Cards are not pre-pulled. Capricorn, there was a major move you was trying to make, and it's just not, All right. Capricorn, let's get into it. Officially. Capricorn, your message for this week, the biggest vibe, the biggest part of this message for you this week is actually going to be the Chariot card in reverse. So there's definitely something we're trying to manifest and have move forward, perhaps expand, perhaps a new journey, perhaps trying to create a new opportunity for yourself, and the universe is telling you no. Now there's definitely a blockage there, okay, between you and manifesting this, and just because it's not going to work now is not to say that it never will. Understand that, Cap. It's not the right time. It's not the right alignment, okay? This is major arcana. This is the overall big picture. You were trying to manifest something for your overall big picture, okay? For your long-term goals, for how you're trying to have your future, essentially. So this is very much the vibe for you this week, is you heeding this message and you not having yourself completely emotionally invested in something that is just not within the alignment for right now. Capricorn, listen, have some faith in it, Cap. Have some faith. Have faith in your timing. Have faith. Oh, there we go. Okay. Have faith in your timing. Have faith in the fact that you are walking in alignment, and therefore what is meant for you will come at the right time. Very, very important. So what I'm seeing definitely is the universe is speaking to you. And again, this is a lot of major arcana, so this is a big message, okay? This is definitely, if you've been hearing this before, if you've been seeing similar messages, the universe is really trying to like slap it into you at this point, Cap. Just saying. The Strength card is definitely telling you to be in touch with your strength. And this is a sense of taming, okay? Of taming with grace. Now, what are you taming? You're taming whatever feels wild. You're taming, you're trying to tame the emotions that are coming to you from feeling things that are out of your control, Capricorn. And it's perfectly fine to, feel very unsettled and very ungrounded when the circumstances, the emotions, situations can feel bigger than you. So Spirit wants you to remain strong and to tame these emotions with grace, okay? What's taming this lion is this divine feminine figure, okay? And she has this beautiful wreath on her head, she has this green garland around her head. And she also has this beautiful infinity symbol. So let's talk about those two beautiful images, guys. When we see this garland, this is very reminiscent of in Roman times, in Roman history. This is such a big symbol for victory, okay? So trust that even if you're feeling thrown off, this is essentially overall lining you up for that victory. Okay, for that great divine moment in which you feel like you have conquered and you have mastered throughout and despite what feels out of your control, what feels unfamiliar, foreign, dangerous, animals, immensely beautiful creatures, but they are unpredictable. So this is very much that kind of vibe, that kind of energy, that what you're experiencing is not necessarily bad for you, because animals are not inherently dangerous, right? Right? Okay, cool. So this is very much what Spirit is trying to convey, that it feels foreign, it feels out there, it feels dangerous, but it's not necessarily bad for you. It's just different. So you have to go about taming your emotions, and you have to control your impulses. You have to go about this situation with grace, with the energy of nurturing first and foremost. Now we're going to talk about the infinity symbol, right? Above her head. Okay, so the infinity symbol is going to be very reminiscent of the ability, the power to manifest. And this sense of it being an eternal power. Eternal as in forever, infinity symbol, forever. This is the bang Becca, Chloe Becca. This is the unwavering ability that you have to create and manifest, Capricorn. So I'm so sorry. Chloe, Becca. Goodness gracious. So, Cap, trust in the alignment, trust in the timing, because you will manifest on the right at the right time, when it's the right moment, when it's going to be the most convenient for you. This is definitely big picture. This is definitely big picture. Do not get caught up in the details, Cap. What's going on now is temporary. It is evolving. It is changing. There's a blockage between you and the Chariot. Okay. And the Chariot is what moves you forward, progresses you to that next level of you, the next chapter of your life, the next vibe, the next level of the next frequency you're going to reach. That blockage is going to get worked out by you embracing the Strength Tarot card that came up and learning to tame, the sense of taming more with grace versus by force. Keep that in mind. Be very mindful of your impulses. The Hierophant comes up, Capricorn. You have higher knowledge. You've learned previous lessons. You have a lot of previous knowledge that has to be accessed. You've gone through situations that enabled you to learn certain lessons. And it's like the keys of wisdom you hold within you, okay? In the Hierophant card, we see keys. We see these two keys over these two small figures' heads. We see the Hierophant, holding up his finger like, hold up. So heed that message. You are in the middle. You're kind of like dancing between the past and the future, Cap. You're dancing with it. And some of you feel like you're dancing with the devil himself. It feels hot, it feels intense. You want to get out. Plain and simple. It's not hot and intense in the way that we like. If you get my drift. But what I will tell you is that the color red is still popping out in these cards. The Strength card, the color red is her cape. Cape, superhero, victory, like power, strength. Yes, 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 yes. This is the vibe. This is the vibe. This is going to be the vibe for you. You know, this is just you passing through this middle period to get to the true victory, that true moment of victory for you, my dear Capricorn babies. This is very much the vibe that I'm seeing for y'all this week. You know, and I know some strong Capricorns, feel me? So, like, y'all got this. Y'all really do. Like, y'all got this. The Queen of Cups, all right? Stay in your cup, all right? So we love to talk about, I'm in my bag, I'm in my bag. Okay, cool. This week, Capricorn, you got to stay in your cup, all right? Stay all up in your cup. Stay in complete control of your emotions, of your impulses. Get to know that side of yourself if you have not done so already. See what you can do to really ensure you have the best day possible. If that means not looking at your phone for the first hour of your day, then you do that. If that means not looking at your phone the last hour of every day, you do that, okay? If it means rejecting some calls, you do that. If it means ignoring some text messages, you do that. This is a very fragile time. Mercury is in retrograde. We're very prone to communication issues. Capricorn, is going to be best to stay focused on your cup. Pick your words wisely. Pick your battles wisely this week, Capricorn. You can always love people from a distance, and you can always come back to them later when you're at a clear mind and when you're not so busy. You know what I mean? Like, do what you have to do. Self-preservation is key for you this week, Capricorn. I love y'all. Y'all can do this. Y'all can do this. If you need some spiritual coaching, if you're going through your evolution and you really need that guidance, definitely be sure to reach out to me, because you're going through a major transition, Capricorn. I feel it. I feel it. And if you're trying to create your plan for the future, if you're trying to figure out what's going to be best for your spirit, what's going to be best for your happiness and for your purpose, definitely reach out for a custom tarot reading. I got you, my loves. It's intense. It is intense, Capricorn. Ache. So next up, we're going to get into the beautiful Aquariuses. Aquarius babies, me, myself included. Ache. So Aquarius, my dear Aquababe. Oh, God. Tarot be like, oh, God. All right. So, Aquarius, my dear Aqua babies, ache. Our overall vibe for this week is intense. It is the 10 of Swords, right side up. So, you know, this is definitely, hopefully the end of a cycle for us, my dear Aquarius babies. This, listen. There is hope ahead, Aquarius. There is hope. We have been feeling, some of us have been feeling very, very exasperated and very much like perhaps time is against us and things of this nature, my dear Aqua, my dear Aquarius babies. But the message for this week overall, the vibe is definitely going to be that hopefully a painful cycle is coming to an end. It might be a very painful ending though. Just, you get your tissues ready, you get your favorite ice cream ready, Aquarius. It's time to do some shadow work. Get in the car, bitch. We doing shadow work. This is it. This is it. It's gonna be time to really accept the painful endings necessary so you can embrace that new day and that new life, Aquarius. It's time to allow the pain of certain truths to take over you in a way so that you can really feel the pain and you can really release the pain and you can really be done once and for all. You might be permanently cutting someone out of your life. You might have woken up and realized how toxic a connection is for you, whether it be romantic or otherwise. Aquarius, this is a very delicate time. Spirit is telling us we have to fight for ourselves. The King of Swords, right side up. Aquarius, that throat chakra Ooh, that throat chakra finna open all the way up this week, Aquarius. Aquarius, you finna let everything off your chest this week. Whether or not you hurt feelings, you don't give up. Like, it is what it is. This is the time that spirit is telling you you are armed with what you need to face these conflicts, to have these tough conversations, to pick the right battles that are gonna set you up for long-term peace of mind. That's gonna secure that bag this week, Aquarius. That is the vibe. That is what spirit is pushing you towards this week. I'm not feeling a gentle nudge from spirit. I'm feeling a dead on push. Okay, Aquarius, hang in there. Yo, the vibe is intense, y'all. The vibe is intense, and the message does personally resonate with me. So if you want to vent to someone who's gonna understand it, then definitely vent to me, because I'm in the same boat. Like, period. This is very much the vibe. This is very, very much the vibe. The good news about this card that we're seeing is this sense of this, you have to kind of have this balance. You know, for some of us, this is going to be about a sense of healing once and for all. A sense of feeling the beginning stages of that satisfaction of healing and emotional stability and mental peace on a consistent basis, okay? For some of us, this card, the Two of Cups, Aquarius, is going to be symbolizing a relationship coming. Ooh. Now, with this relationship, if one comes, hopefully it's going to be, it's going to be one that's going to feel more balanced with the divine and feminine, with those two energies put together. I'm seeing that for those of us who will be staying single, it's going to be very much about the divine masculine and divine feminine within you, reaching a certain level of balance, stability, and comfort, in which it's totally beneficial, and you feel a difference. You feel a difference. It's no longer the divine feminine versus the divine masculine fighting for power, fighting for control over you, over your impulses, over your actions, over your rationalities, and over your plans. But really having that balance between the two, that is super beneficial. So Aquarius, it's going to be an interesting week. For some Aquariuses, it's definitely going to be a relationship this week. The Lovers card right side up came up right after I just said all that. So this is very much for a lot of Aquariuses this week. It's going to be very, very, very romantic. Definitely some commitments being made, whether they be turning your situationship, your boo thing, into a relationship, or turning that relationship into something more stable, like an engagement. Put a ring on it. Who want to put a ring on it this week? Yes. Yes. That is the vibe I am getting. Things are heading in a much more serious direction for some Aquariuses. In the love department, that's something that is coming up. That's something that is within the path for you. With the end of this year is very much the vibe. This Lovers card and the Two of Cups, these energies of the masculine and feminine finding each other and finding a happy balance, is definitely gonna be felt throughout the rest of this year for you, my dear Aqua babies. Even for those of us who will be staying single, the sense of having a sense of balance between the divine feminine and masculine will be immensely healing for us. Immensely healing, and will allow us to attract more of what we truly want deep down inside, truly, our true heart's desires, some that we don't even utter out loud. So this is like deep and passionate and romantic, and it's just like, oh yes, like it's such a vibe, Aquarius. It's such a vibe. Some of y'all this week is gonna be getting some good, like, yeah, I'm seeing lots of love making Aqua babies. So sweet, like This is gonna be a fun week for some of y'all. I'm seeing happiness, I'm seeing abundance, I'm seeing feeling stability, balance, sense of like family, reliability, loyalty. I'm seeing you feel that very, very much this week, Aquarius. I'm seeing this connection be very true. I'm seeing this love connection be very, very true, very, very genuine. So this is great. This is great. I'm very happy for for us Aquariuses this week, because lately it feels like some of us cannot win. So this is a nice change of pace. So this is a really dope reading for Aquarius for this week. If you're curious about a specific romantic connection, if there's more than one option in mind and you're wondering which one is going to be serious, I would definitely say reach out for a custom tarot reading. If you just don't want to waste time figuring it out and having time pass, if you just want to know once and for all so you don't waste your time and so you can plan accordingly, definitely be sure to reach out to me for a tarot reading, because this is really, really interesting for Aquarius this week. Wow. So Aquarius, lots of healing this week, and hopefully lots of healing, loving energy as well. Ache. Next up, we are going to be discussing the lovely, beautiful Pisces, the Pisces babies. Ache. Oh, Pisces. Okay. Oh, Pisces. Definitely some shit going down this week, Pisces. The King of Cups in reverse. Definitely this vibe, this energy of your cup being poured out. The divine masculine does kind of invoke that sense of ego, and the fact that this is in reverse is like, is somebody gonna hurt your feelings? Is somebody gonna throw off your plans, and have you feeling off your throne in sense of your divine masculine side, your sense of security, your sense of feeling protected, your sense of feeling like very confident, very self-assured. Something's going to happen this week that's definitely going to pour that cup, that's going to spill that cup, Pisces, and it's not going to feel good. You're not going to like it. It's not going to be a happy event. But what I'm seeing is right after that, the Judgment card right side up. So whatever's going down this week that feels super negative, Pisces, that feels super, super negative, Spirit needs you to understand that it's a calling, okay? The experience, there's a calling. The universe is challenging you, my dear Pisces babies. There's a call. There's a major, major call for you to do something, to change your behavior, to reassess something. It's a major, major time, my dear Pisces babies. The Judgment card comes, and it's very much a card that cannot be ignored, because it is major arcana. So the Judgment card is telling us that there's definitely a major call from Spirit. This has to do with your with your spiritual evolution, Pisces. So try not to ignore the message from Spirit that you are getting this week to change something up for the overall big picture. Protecting yourself, planning things out better, etc. is very, very much the vibe. The Judgment card is a major arcana card. So this has to do with the overall big picture, what you're supposed to be doing, the lessons you're supposed to be learning, the steps you're supposed to be taking at this time. My dear, oh, hello. My dear Pisces babies. So understand that it is divine timing. Where are you going? It is the time for you to be learning this, experiencing this, etc., etc. This is with divine timing for you to be going through this, to be making the necessary adjustments for the next level of your life, for what you are planning, for what you are envisioning, for what you are trying to manifest, my dear Pisces babies. It's a vibe. It's a very, very intense vibe. You can no longer ignore all the signs. You can no longer ignore people really showing who they are. Major call from Spirit to change things up and to really be crucial of the energy you invest, because you need your energy to manifest future. Ache. Welcome to my house. So, it can feel intense. You know, it can feel like you're being pressured. You can feel like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. There's a beautiful quote I love. No pressure, no diamond. So, yeah, you might want to make that a mantra and maybe say that to yourself every now and then, because the Judgment card is a major announcement that cannot be ignored, and it can feel like pressure. It can feel intense. So, my dear Pisces babies, self-care as needed. What's interesting about this is that this whole call, this whole awakening from Spirit is meant to give you a new outlook and possibly even a new path. It's meant to at least give you a completely different outlook and a new perspective. This call, this spiritual awakening, this change is meant to give you a new outlook, to give you a new mentality that's going to be beneficial for your overall big picture, for what you want long term, for what you're trying to manifest for your life. So take this message seriously, because you deserve to have a fresh new outlook. You deserve to have fresh eyes. You deserve not to see things from a jaded perspective anymore, especially romantic things from the past. So this is kind of the energy that I'm getting. This is very much what Spirit is pretty much like trying to go through with you this week, Pisces. This is what's coming to surface now. What's interesting is that I'm also seeing this card, which is the Queen of Swords, and she is in reverse. It's going to be time for you to realize that the Divine Feminine has to come first. You have to nurture yourself and protect your Divine Feminine. So what does this mean? You have to nurture yourself. So the way that you would physically nurture yourself, by taking care of your body with food and supplements, you have to spiritually and emotionally nurture yourself this week, Pisces. You have to make room for your emotions. You have to give them space and time and energy. You have to work through them. You cannot ignore them anymore, Pisces. You must protect the Divine Feminine. You must protect your emotions. You must nurture them. This is going to be crucial for you this week, Pisces. Crucial, because you're doing a lot of healing. You might even be healing from a breakup directly. You know, this is very, very intense. This is healing that must be done. This is the emotional and spiritual labor that can no longer be put off or ignored, Pisces. So that's very, very much the vibe that I'm seeing for y'all this week. You know, your ego might be hurt. The King of Pentacles in reverse, your ego might be hurt. Pisces, you could have a major setback with work that throws off your sense of financial security and stability. So take that message into consideration for this week, Pisces. Be more mindful of how you're spending your money, where you're investing your money, and how much you're saving, Pisces. This is going to be important for you to kind of readjust and restabilize yourself in that department. Now, when it comes to this work setback that hurts your ego, Spirit could really be testing you in terms of how you respond to your ego being hurt, and especially when it has to do with money involved. So this is very, very interesting, a very, very interesting vibe that I'm getting for you this week, Pisces, because this has to do with coin. Pisces, a lot of this has to do with how much literal stability and feeling of stability, how much of that comes from your career, your work ethic. This could be really spirit could really be testing you with that. So be mindful of that message for this week, Pisces. If you have a hunch about something going down in your work environment, some shady-ish, and you want to get the tea so you can be prepared and you can plan your reaction instead of being caught off guard, I would definitely encourage you to get a custom tarot reading with me so we can work that out for you, because it's better to go into a situation prepared and armed with knowledge and to know your different options. So just saying, and I do hope that you guys invest in a lot of self-care this week. Invest your time and your energy into your self-care this week, my dear Pisces babies. Ache. So next up, we are going to be getting into the lovely Pisces. No, wait, we just did y'all. Espérate. Aries, my dear Aries babies. Ache. Pisces, that's why I said you again. So sorry. Pisces, you might have to take some solo time. This might be echoing a solo journey, but it's time. Do not ignore that call to take your solo journey. Ache. Now, Aries, Ache. Aries, the Hangman in reverse. Why are you resisting? I just did our IGTV video about the Hangman. Why are you resisting? This card came out sideways, and we're gonna talk about how I interpret it when I'll just pull a card and it comes out sideways, because it still gives me a vibe and it still needs to be spoken. Remember, everybody be different in this tarot world. We all different. You're resisting big time, Aries. It's okay. You are resisting big time this week, Aries. So let's talk. Aries, because this is some tea. So, Aries, you're resisting, okay? And the universe is trying to make it very clear to you with the Hanged Man. The universe is trying to birth a bigger and better version of you, Aries. Stop resisting. Point blank, period. The universe wants you to have faith that is going to be for your overall best and highest good. Stop living out of fear. Stop second guessing things so much, Aries. You've been second guessing so much lately. And the universe is like, please just stop. Please just have faith. But it's because you're uncomfortable. You're really uncomfortable with some changes that are going down around you, Aries, in terms of the overall big picture, in terms of the overall picture of your life. So in terms of like your housing, in terms of your work environments, there's some definite feelings of you being uncomfortable in an environment. And you're trying to get out of the environment one way, but spirit needs you to just trust them and let them get you out their way. Okay, like your ancestors, your spirit guides, they're trying to do something. Like, have some faith here. The universe is birthing a new level of you. It is going to be a bit intense at times, but do not be led by fear. Let go of that. The Hanged Man in reverse, you have to let go of that. It's just holding you back. It is just holding you back. Ache. The Knight, the Page of Cups sideways. So okay, so the Hangman in reverse, that vibe of you really resisting and it being fear-based, it could really be holding you back from major opportunities. major new beginnings that would be giving you the feeling of new life. So don't hold yourself back from hearing good news someday, Aries. You know, have more faith in yourself and your path. That's a major vibe that I'm seeing for you this week. I'm seeing a positive announcement. I'm seeing a happiness announcement, a possible baby announcement, but definitely a very, very happy, prosperous announcement. And for those of you who are in a relationship, I will caution, 2's a couple, 3's a crowd. There could be some other romantic feelings going on there that would not be liked by you, that would not be welcomed by you. So take that message into consideration for this week. The Sun card reflects a happy announcement. And yes, it could be a happy romantic announcement, or it could be a happy announcement in another part of your life, like a job opportunity opening up for you, an educational opportunity opening up for you, major restructuring for your life, for the overall big picture, for your overall big plan that's going to lead you to your true victory, to a feeling of true divine victory, being in alignment with spirit. Sometimes that has nothing to do with your love life, okay? So, but in terms of for those Aries who are in a relationship, I am seeing 2 is a couple, 3's a crowd. There's some excessive emotional energy there. So that is some tea for you this week, Aries. So, Chloe, back on. What can I do, y'all? So yes, my loves, my dear Aries babies. So that is the vibe so far for you this week. The Knight of Swords is in reverse, telling you to watch it. To watch it is not going to be the time to move forward with having tough conversations, facing conflicts that have been there for a while. Maybe trying to charge forth into new opportunities this week is not going to be it, Aries. Tread very, very lightly and watch what you say this week, Aries. Is such a message that I'm getting. Something you say could open up a bad path, a conflict that might not make itself seen right away, but could be making itself seen later on, and it could be detrimental and destructive towards what you are trying to manifest and what you are trying to do. So keep that message in mind for this week, my dear Aries babies. For those of you who wanted to move on once and for all, the 8 of Rods. For those of you who are feeling like your willpower is finally to a level that you can walk away from something or cut someone out of your life once and for all. This card is your sign from spirit. This is your omen telling you it is going to be time for you to do that. It's going to be the right time. Now is the right time for you to do that. If you were thinking about packing up all your things and leaving, now's going to be the time, Aries, interestingly enough. If you were thinking of moving forward and seriously, making, like, I'm getting goosebumps, making this major transition with another person and making this move, packing up and leaving as a family unit is like, I'm getting goosebumps all over my body. It's just like such an intense message. There's an Aries that's listening that really needs to hear this. It's time for you to really move on. You have the power, you have the strength. You've done a lot of the heavy lifting in terms of your healing work and in terms of your spiritual evolution, and your ancestors are so proud of you. And people who really do care about you in your life are so proud of you. You've made such major transitions Aries, and it's time. Like, I almost feel like this is like your last step to feeling like you achieved greatness. Like greatness. Like, it's like so overwhelming for me right now. You've been waiting for the perfect time. You've been waiting for the right movement, for the right moment to do something, to really do a major move. This is really, Spirit keeps on telling me movement, movement, movement. This is a lot of motion. This is a lot of movement. This is a lot of moving forward once and for all, Aries. Now is going to be the time that maybe you're unsure of the first step to take. Definitely reach out for a custom tarot reading so we can plan that out and help you, because it's the time. This is the time for you to walk away once and for all. This is the time for you to really do what you have to do. In that sense, Aries, you deserve to be happy. You deserve to feel fulfilled. And it's time for you to take that first step or that last step, but really crossing that bridge once and for all. Ache, ache. Aries, that is an intense message. I feel lots of changes for you this week. Ache. Next up, we are going to be discussing Taurus, my dear Taurus babies. Ache, ache. You know, Taurus, keep working. Keep putting in that hard work. Excuse me. The Three of Pentacles. Excuse me, come up. The Three of Pentacles pops up overall for this week, Taurus. For you, the vibe is definitely going to be about the Three of Pentacles. Keep working. Really think about what the term workmanship means to you, Taurus. Really think about what workmanship means to you. Really think about the fact that you have the tools you need to manifest what you want, to create what you want. The figure in his hands is holding a chisel in one hand and a hammer in the other. So Spirit is very, very much telling you that this week you have what you need. You have those tools. You have those resources. And come, Chloe, up. Maybe before you didn't feel like you had the right tools, the right resources, maybe even like the right level of experience for a kind of job that you wanted. And Spirit this week, Taurus, is telling you to go for it. You have what you need. Do not underestimate yourself. Do not underestimate the value of your workmanship. My loves, my beautiful, beautiful Taurus babies. This is a very, very clear message that's coming up here regarding that. You know, you might really have to release. You might really, really have to release and really be accepting and willing of the fact that the universe is pushing you out. You know, the Nine of Swords in reverse. The universe could be really forcing you to get out of that bed, you know, that comfortable spot that you've been in for so long, you know, to protect yourself. You've been keeping yourself emotionally guarded. You've been maybe avoiding a certain conflict or using conflict to avoid a certain truth, Taurus. That's the real tea. And this week, Spirit is like, it's not gonna help you anymore. It's gonna be time to drop it. Just drop it. Just leave it in the corner, put it in the trash, do what you gotta do. Chloe, we're recording. Can you come here, please? Ven, come here. Ven. Ven, cuéntate, ven. Ven. We are recording for YouTube, Chloe. We're talking about Taurus. And I know you're an Aquarius. So we have our selfish times. But I'm gonna need you to get it together. Besitos. So, Taurus, you have what you need, okay? Don't let, you know, the fact that you're so stuck in a certain pattern, perhaps even like worrying, negative thinking, it's time to really, really move past that this week, my dear Taurus babies, once and for all. Excuse me. Are you hungry? Are you hungry? Do I have to get up? So it can be challenging to get yourself out of that pattern of negative thinking, worrying too much. Yeah, the Eight of Swords in reverse comes up, Taurus. So definitely about freeing yourself from those negative patterns and realizing that you deserve to be freed from them. It's really going to be the time. And in terms of your spiritual journey, it's going to be the place for it to happen right now. The Eight of Swords is telling you to free yourself. Freedom at last. You deserve that. Understand that you have the tools, the resources necessary to give yourself that feeling of divine freedom. So, when the Eight of Swords comes up, Taurus, the Eight of Swords, in reverse, it's very, very much a very big omen for releasing, for liberation, for freedom. So rest assured, if you've been wanting to have that energy, that vibe, it's coming. It's on its way. This is going to be the week to really solidify that for yourself, Aries. No, Taurus, for the long term. So that's very, very much the vibe that I am getting for you so far this week, Aries. The resources are available. Okay, they definitely are available. It's interesting because it's two swords cards, three swords cards back to back, Taurus. So what this is telling me, three swords cards back to back, Taurus. It's such a big vibe. It's such a big energy, reflecting thoughts and conflicts, and that really being the focus of this week. You clearing out those patterns. Now, another interesting aspect that's coming up is that the third swords card that comes up for you this week is the Four of Swords, and it's right side up. It is time, Taurus. It's going to be time for you to bury certain conflicts, to have some questions answered once and for all, so you can let the conflict rest once and for all. You deserve that. You deserve that. It could be difficult, Taurus. It could. It could. But you so deserve that freedom, Taurus. And that's the vibe. That is so the vibe. What's interesting in the Four of Swords, I don't know if you guys will be able to see. Yes, the figure has like praying hands. It's very symbolic of like feeling at peace, like this energy, this vibe of like namaste, like very much the vibe, very, very much the vibe. Very much the vibe, Taurus. You deserve to be at peace, Taurus. You deserve to be able to bury something once and for all. You deserve to feel free, Taurus. And you deserve to take pride in your level of workmanship and how far you've come. It's going to be a great time to assess your progress and to give yourself credit where it is due, because you're going through this healing process. Very big energy that I'm getting for you this week, Taurus. Now, for those of you who are not sure about what needs to be buried, if for those of you who are second guessing if it's the right moment to let go of something or someone and really bury it once and for all, definitely reach out for a custom tarot reading, Taurus, so we can get to the bottom of it, because Spirit is really pushing you. You know, 3 swords cards in a row. Spirit is really telling you this is going to be the time for you to heal these things, these wounds around negative thought patterns and around conflicts. This is going to be the time to let a lot of things rest once and for all, to lay things to rest, to bury things once and for all. It's intense. It is intense. So if you need guidance, definitely be sure to reach out. If you're not sure where to start, if you're not sure what exactly in your life needs to be buried, definitely be sure to reach out for a custom tarot reading, my dear Taurus babies. It can be very overwhelming, very overwhelming, very overwhelming, my dear Taurus babies. So do invest a lot of your time and effort into your self-care. You deserve it this week. You know, journal as you go through this. Really be able to map out your progress, your workmanship, the time, energy, the money, the blood, sweat, and tears you're putting into this journey of healing needs to be recognized, needs to be validated. It needs to be. It's time. It is right on time. Embrace that this week, my dear Tauruses. I love you. Ache. Next up, we are going to be discussing the beautiful, wonderful Gemini babies. Ache. So, Gemini, let's see what's up here. Gemini, that's how you gonna feel this week. Gemini. The first card that comes up for you is actually gonna be the Page of Rods, and it's coming up in reverse. Gemini babies, I'm seeing a negative announcement this week, Gemini. I'm seeing an announcement that's not good news, that does not make you happy, that drains your sense of willpower. So like your motivation to do things, your motivation to live, your motivation to hustle, your motivation to build for the future. Gemini, something, an announcement this week could hurt that. And it's going to be important for you to try to stay grounded throughout that process. Now, it could also be affecting your sense of power, your sense of feeling powerful, in control, able to manifest, to make it happen, to do it. This announcement could be coming for that this week, my dear Gemini baby. So it's going to be important for you to stay grounded throughout that process of reflecting and accepting. Denial's not going to be an option, Gemini. The next card that comes up is the High Priestess in reverse, Gemini. You have been really ignoring your intuition lately, Gemini. You have really been ignoring your own intuition and your own sense regarding to the decisions you've been making lately, Gemini, and the universe is not very pleased. This is major arcana. This is the overall big picture. There's a blockage between you and your intuition. You don't want to access it. You second guess it whenever you access it, and the universe is saying it's going to be time to get that together and get it out the way. What you're trying to manifest, Gemini, everything you want, you're going to have to really trust yourself. So the intuition for you, Gemini, is crucial. It is crucial, Gemini. Ignoring your intuition, ignoring your inner knowledge. This week you will see how that has not been beneficial. You will see the manifestation of those consequences of not trusting your intuition when it came to someone or something. That's going to be the major T for you this week, Gemini. You're going to really see how you ignored your intuition. And I see almost like you tried to like over rationalize and like try to understand someone too much instead of just seeing the situation for what it was. Now, it's very much like you got what you wanted, but is this really what you wanted? The 9 of Cups in reverse. You got what you wanted, but is it really what you wanted? Something about this is not the frequency, is not the wave, is not the vibe you wanted. Something about this is hella off from where you were trying to be, from what you were trying to feel, from what you were trying to do. It's like, wasn't supposed to feel like this. It's like you were trying to go to a certain city, but you ended up in that city, but in another state. Like, it's like, you made a wrong turn somewhere, and the wrong turn was not trusting your intuition. That's what I'm seeing is the message that's going to be coming up very, very loud for you this week, Ache. I'm seeing you, the 5 of Cups. I'm seeing this very much, hopefully, for you being much better, hopefully you having a new outlook, you seeing a new path in terms of actually being able to accept something and move on. It's going to be really, really important for you to keep that message in mind. Ache. Take it serious. I'm definitely getting the vibe of some pain subsiding this week, Ache. My lovely Gemini babies. It's going to be important this week, Gemini. Really, really important. For you to put your divine feminine this week, Gemini. This one is the Page of Swords, right side up. Pages are always announcements. So the announcement is very, very much for you based in protecting your divine feminine. She's holding a sword. This is very, very much going to be about you doing what you have to do to nurture yourself and protect yourself, and engaging in conflicts that are going to be necessary to make your divine feminine feel safe, my dear Gemini babies. Keep going. Overall, keep going, Gemini. Maybe you're feeling like you're under a lot of pressure. Like I said earlier in the reading, no pressure, no diamond. Maybe you're looking back and like taking inventory of your progress, but you're not satisfied. You are not satisfied. So, Gemini, have more patience with everything you're trying to manifest. Have more patience. You're close, but it's like you're getting antsy. You're getting a little aggravated. You're getting a little aggy over it. Like, And Spirit is like, you know, a bit of that pressure is warranted because you deserve to know, you deserve to have the knowledge of what you personally need to still continue moving and making progress even while you are under pressure. So this is where we get into the whole, like, the experience is teaching you a lesson thing, you know. This is very, very much the vibe for this card and for this week for you, my dear Geminis. You see the castle in the background. The road, you see it. There's no obstacles in that road to the castle. Now, the castle represents stability, comfort, security. You're very close to the path that's going to take you there, Gemini. You could even currently be walking it as we speak. Have more faith and have more patience. Just because the path is taking longer than you thought doesn't mean you're taking the wrong path. You know? Have more patience, have more faith. And like, I feel like for some of you, it's like, have faith in the version of you that picked that path to begin with. Have faith in who you were yesterday. Like, they weren't as big of a fuck up as you think. Gemini is a very, very big message that I'm getting for you guys that share. Next up, we're going to be discussing Cancer, my dear Cancer babies. Gemini, if that resonated with you, DM for a reading if you want to know about that path. We're going to be getting into Cancer. Okay. All right. A lot of protective energy this week. A lot of need for protection this week. Interesting. What's probably most interesting is that the first card I pulled for Cancer is gonna be the Emperor, and I pulled it sideways. So this is very, very much a vibe and energy of, you could have to make a decision this week that could have you facing authority figures in your life, or the authority figures of society like law enforcement and court. Cancer, for some of you, you might be making a decision this week that is gonna have to do with you facing authority, law of spirit, or actual law, paternal figures in some way. Choose wisely. What's interesting that I'm seeing as well, I'm sitting. Cancer, what I'm seeing as well is going to be the Ace of Swords right side up. It's definitely going to be the beginning of a conflict, a journey, a path that will feel controversial, that will feel very different. Maybe you're going to have to start a certain conflict. Maybe you're going to have to start a new thought pattern. Maybe this will be more positive for you. Because I am seeing the garlands, this beautiful symbol of victory. The wreath at the top of the knife, around the knife, Cancer. So I am seeing you kind of going down a path that might be difficult and emotionally trying, and giving you a lot of conflict, whether with other people or just within your own mind. But it being the path to the victory that you want, and the feeling of winning and getting what you want, essentially. I'm seeing the Nine of Rods right side up, Cancer. Which is like kind of telling you to defend your turf a little bit. You're going to have to, the universe might test you this week to see how loyal you are to your plans, Cancer. and kind of testing, is that really what you want? Are you willing to fight a bit harder for it? Are you willing to be more solitary? Are you willing to be more invested in hermit mode to get there? Are you willing to do that for yourself? That might really be coming up this week for you, Cancer. Wow. That's deep. Spirit could really be testing your willpower, how strong your desire is towards something. Cancer, I feel like I said this for you last week, or maybe it was Leo. But again, with the Queen of Rods on her throne, right side up. So to preserve your sense of power, especially that sense of divine feminine power, reproductive power, manifestation power, that's feminine. That is feminine energy in my book. So to preserve that sense of feminine power, your emotions having power, your divine feminine energy having power, you're definitely gonna have to do certain things this week, Cancer, to not just embrace that divine feminine, but really honor her. Keep her on that throne to keep you feeling like you are in divine alignment. Cancer, there's such a possibility for you this week on referring to your divine feminine. There is such immense potential. I feel like a huge gust of wind that's pushing you, but in a good way, towards a sense of transformation. Let's talk about this transformation for you this week, Cancer. I'm feeling like this transformation is going to be very, very much about you blossoming, essentially, like that flower that is in the figure's hand, that yellow flower. I see you blossoming. I see you transforming through these circumstances. Have faith in that. Have faith that you will bloom. Have faith that you deserve to feel at one with the universe. You deserve to feel alignment, divine, true, genuine, overwhelming alignment, Cancer. Trust in that this week. Trust in rooting your divine feminine, protecting the divine feminine, creating room for the divine feminine is just going to bring you closer to this. I see victory for you. I really, really do. I really, really do. Interestingly enough, in your cards thus far, it's been a sword and 3 human figures. In your final card for this week, Cancer, I'm seeing this card, the 7 of Swords, right side up. Now, it's not a happy vibe. It is not a happy vibe at all. This is definitely major, major symbolism for theft, for deception. Watch your circle and your environment crucially this week, Cancer. There could be a Judas amongst you. There could be someone who is really just around you with the intention of betraying you, sabotaging you, just gossiping about you, just throwing you the evil eye every time they open up your IG. You know, there's very much something in your environment that is no bueno, that has to go, but typically with that card, it has to do with another person. Watch your social circle Watch who you let into your environments. Watch who you let around. You know, watch who you trust with your heart. Be careful who you tell your dreams, your goals, your aspirations to this week, my dear Cancer babies. This is a huge, huge vibe for you for this week. This is a very big message. You know, definitely take it seriously, because you deserve to have mental peace, and you deserve to be surrounded in an environment that you can trust, people included. So if you need some clarity about that, about who and what to look out for, definitely reach out for a custom tarot reading, you know, so we can discuss your situation, so the cards can speak to you about your specific situation, Cancer, because you deserve to have that clarity and that peace. Ache, ache. Such a deep message for Cancer this week. But that energy of stealth and craftiness and like two-facedness is definitely coming up. So I do want you, Cancer babies, to be mindful. Like, I'm getting goosebumps. It's pretty intense. It's pretty intense. So next up, I do want to get into Leo, the lovely Leo babies. Ache, ache. Okay. Leo, your message for this week is actually starting off on an interesting note. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Although the divine feminine figure, so the emotions, right? Your emotions, even though in the material sense, when you look at your life on paper, when you just list, you know, your living situation, your transportation situation, when you just open up the fridge and take inventory of everything you have there, despite all the abundance around you, Leo, this card is coming up right in reverse. Leo, there is abundance around you. There is an overflow of a very productive harvest around you. Leo, there is true, genuine abundance, true, genuine blessings around you right now. But you're just not feeling it. You're just not there. You are just not vibing with it at all, Leo. And that happens sometimes in life. It's like you ordered a dish at the restaurant and you got it, and it doesn't taste as good as you thought it was going to taste. And it's not that they did the dish wrong. It's not that they left out any ingredients. It's just not, it doesn't overwhelm you with that feeling of like, wow, you know, it doesn't give you that razzle dazzle that you want. It doesn't give you that feeling of like, oh la la, yes. Like, it doesn't give you that overwhelming, jumping for joy vibe. And that happens sometimes. You know, we can plan so much in life, but we cannot plan our emotions, Leo. And we cannot plan our emotional reactions to situations, circumstances, and what other people do or say. This card gives the vibe, the energy of like the grass is greener on the other side. Don't be willing to give up everything you have now. Looking for something on the other side, looking for greener pastures. You have more than enough to work with where you are. Tap in, Leo babies. Tap in. The magic will be anywhere that you are. Baby, don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted, Leo. Don't get it twisted. You are the magic, okay? You are. Alignment is more about a frequency. You dig? Alignment is the frequency. Alignment is not a destination, people. Alignment will not be the address of your dream house. That's not what it is here. It's not going to be like so tangible and so concrete. That's just not it. I really hope y'all are following. The abundance that you seek will, that feeling, that overwhelming feeling of abundance will start within you. Meaning, you cannot expect that overwhelming, beautiful feeling of abundance and feeling blessed to be solely dependent on everything on the outside, on the material, on what you can actually see. You have to start seeing things with your heart, baby. Start seeing it with your heart. Start seeing it with your heart. This is deep for you. This is really, really deep. Like, some of y'all are sitting there looking at your Louis bags, looking at your red bottoms, looking at your high-paying job, and it's still feeling like, meh. There's a validation you need that you keep on seeking externally, whether it be with material things or with certain kinds of relationships. There's something, hear me out. There's something there that spirit is trying to like wake you up to and change your frequency on. That validation that will lead to you having that feeling of overwhelming bliss and cup overflowing is going to start within you. Have faith in that this week, Leo. That is such a big message that I got for you this week. You know, don't be fooled. Don't be tricked. You know, the Six of Pentacles. Like, yeah, you know, you're going to get what you deserve, even if it doesn't feel so fair in the beginning. Trust and have faith in your alignment. Trust and have faith in the fact that the magic lies within you, not in the circumstances. The magic lies within you, not in the physical location. This is going to be very big for you to like kind of open up your third eye to. This is fair. Even if you don't feel like it's fair, it is fair. You know, this is a new journey for you. The Fool card right side up, Leo. This is a new journey, and it will end victoriously for you. It will, because I know some of y'all are just fucking done with me right now, but it will end victoriously. The figure is wearing red, which is going to be the color of victory. The figure is holding a white rose, symbolizing transformation. The white rose is at full bloom in this card. You are reaching your maximum potential through this experience. This is an awakening for you, okay? Everything is feeling lackluster. You feel like the grass is greener on the other side. You're not validating yourself. You keep on seeking the validation through the next purchase, through the next relationship, through the next whatever it is. And the universe is like, no. Your third eye is opening in a way that it never has before, Leo. Some of you are really having an intense spiritual awakening. Like, wow, like it's hitting me. It's hitting me hard. It's hitting me hard. For some of you, this is intense and really uncomfortable. And that's okay. And that's okay. The spirit is really opening this up, you know, and really cautioning you. The Knight of Rods in reverse, cautioning you in as how you invest your energy and when and where you choose to move forward. The journeys, you know, picking your steps wisely, planning for the future wisely, thinking about your goals, setting the right goals for the feelings that you want to have, because you're realizing that even with all those material or even with everything that you could write down on paper, the feeling, is not there for you. The feeling of abundance and of like, OMG, so blessed, is not there. And you deserve to feel that. You deserve to feel that genuinely, without reservations. So Spirit is like having you on this path of the Fool, naive and what's going on. If you were waiting for the right time to get a tarot reading, Leo, now would be the time. You are going through a spiritual awakening, and it could be the very beginning, or it could be one of the more intense moments that you are having along the way of your spiritual journey, Leo babies. You're not alone. You are not alone. Awakenings are very disruptive and can leave you feeling very lost and very naive. So if you need more insight as to how that's going to go for you, definitely be sure to reach out for a custom tarot reading. If you want to know what to look out for, in different ways to reprogram and work on validation, definitely reach out for a reading, my dear Leo babies, because at the end of the day, you deserve it. And at the end of the day, nobody is feeling your emotions but you. So I do hope y'all received that message with love and light, because it was a bit intense, Leo. That message was a bit intense. Ooh, babies. Ooh, babies. So far we've done up to Leo. The next sign we're going to be covering is going to be Virgo, my dear Virgo babies. Ache, ache. Oh, I want more water. Virgo, my dear Virgo babies. So I am seeing some new Virgo. The Ace of Rods right side up is such a positive card. It's such a happy card. It's definitely a new beginning, Virgo. It's definitely a new beginning for you. A new opportunity, a new path opening up. Something that you're very passionate about, that you've been putting a lot of energy into. Even something that makes you feel powerful and mighty and strong. It's here. It's here. That energy will be multiplying this week, Virgo. Embrace what makes you feel like you are on that new journey that makes you so happy and feel so passionate and so powerful. Embrace what gives you that vibe this week, Virgo, for sure, for sure. I want to talk to Virgo for a moment about the Temperance card that shows up, which is very, very much being focused on that cup and on healing and having patience. So for some Virgos, you've been a bit impatient with your spiritual journey or with your healing journey. And Spirit is telling you to have more patience. But Spirit is telling you, I'm getting a vibe that you don't want to have patience because you feel like you should be breezing through this, or you feel like it shouldn't be that serious. You're feeling impatient, almost because you feel like other people have healed so quickly from this. Why am I still here? Why am I still working on it? Have patience, and you'll feel selfish about doing what you have to do to heal, because there's this perfectionist vibe of like I should be done healing with this now. It shouldn't be taking me so long. It shouldn't be taking me so much time. Like, I'm better than that. Oh, it's gonna be time to let that go. It's gonna be time to let that go, big time. Big time. Big time, big time, big time. You deserve to let that go because it's getting in the way of you healing. And you deserve to enjoy this new beginning, this new opportunity, this new path, this new vibe that's coming for you. That's going to be so important for you this week, my dear Virgo babies. Don't feel selfish about doing what you have to do to make yourself feel grounded, to set your boundaries. Do not neglect anything that's going to be necessary for your healing, Virgo. Do not, do not, do not. Do not. You deserve to feel like your emotions are balanced and not driven by unhealed traumas or just plain impulses. You deserve to be in control of that this week, my dear Virgo babies, but specifically directed towards what has to be healed and towards that healing journey and that spiritual path that Spirit has for you. So take that into consideration this week, my loves. The Knight of Pentacles is very, very much giving the vibe and the energy of going forth. The Knight is moving forward, okay? The Knight is in motion. The Knight is on their way to a destination. Do what you have to do to ground yourself. Do what you have to do to stay grounded in self-care, Virgo. So you can feel protected on not just the path that you're on now, but the path, the opportunity that is coming your way that will be opening up this week. So it's going to be really imperative for you to realize that it is your armor. What you do to protect yourself, to set your boundaries, to do the healing work, that will be your shining armor. That will protect you from this point moving forward. And like the Knight, it will be what propels you and moves you forward to that next level. Now, this next level is what you really want. What you've been taking a long time to try to manifest. How you've been trying to feel every day when you wake up. That vibe, that frequency, that's what I'm getting. So don't feel guilty about what gives you that coin, okay? In the sense of feeling spiritually grounded, in the sense of feeling protected, and in motion, moving towards what you truly want, and towards abundance and happiness and that feeling of accomplishment and success overall. Ache, I'm getting such a big vibe for that this week. Virgo, I will leave you with this about this note. The Two of Pentacles in reverse. Don't spread yourself too thin. Don't try to take on too much. Be wary of how you're investing and trying to balance out your energy. And for some of you, your literal coin and your money. Be very careful of taking on so much and then feeling overwhelmed. Trying to tackle too many things that you know are just going to leave you feeling overwhelmed. Stay away from that this week, my loves. Stay away from that, my dear Virgo babies. Be very, very conscious of this week. This week. If you would like further guidance on this new opportunity that's opening up, this new chapter, this new level for you, my dear Virgo babies, definitely be sure to reach out for a custom tarot reading because you deserve clarity. You deserve peace of mind. You deserve to know what you need to know to move forth and heal genuinely. Ache. Oh. That was the lovely Virgo babies. Next up, we are going to be getting into Libra. Ache, ache. This is a big message. Libra. And last week your message was hella emotional. So this reading for you starts off for this week with the Death card in reverse, Libra. You are resisting a rebirth. The universe is trying to make an example of you. They want you to represent, embody, imitate even the phoenix that rises from the ashes. Babies, is there a relationship that really needs to die? Or is there a version of you that it's going to be time for you to sacrifice? There's a death that has to come. And the closer we get to Halloween, the thinner that veil gets and the heavier this energy is going to get for you, Libra. You have to let it die. That relationship, those embers, those flames, it is dying down. And you have to accept it. For some of you, it's not about a romantic connection at all. For some Libras, this is about killing a version of themselves or a part of themselves that is no longer bringing them any positivity or even any feeling of fairness or justice. The Death card in reverse is powerful, Libra. You must accept this rebirth. You simply must. The energy will get more and more intense, Libra. You have to accept that killing that part of you, killing that version of you, is what you need to be able to really let it go and be the next best version of you. to really genuinely live in your light, in your blessings, in everything that is good in your life. You deserve to bask in that glory and that sunshine of feeling your blessings like rays of sun dancing on your skin, Libra. You deserve all that. Oh, you deserve all that, Libra. But it's coming with a price. And this price of sacrificing, killing a previous version of yourself has been a long time coming. For some of you, deep down inside, you've known sooner or later you were going to have to make major changes to you. You were going to have to transform yourself. And it's a kind of spiritual labor that is intense and that can be overwhelming. And it can be hard to ground yourself when you're in the middle of an old you and a new you. But the way to ground yourself when you're in the middle of those two versions of you is gonna be very simple, in my opinion, and in my personal experience, is gonna be to be grounding yourself in everything that those two sides of you have in common. That's your core. Those are the characteristics that have been there for years, and years throughout different cycles, throughout different life lessons, throughout different patterns, those core things about you, right? So what can these core values be? Generosity. Some of us, immensely generous spirits, immensely generous souls. Kindness. Some people are inherently kind. Some people don't really anger. They more cry, and they're naturally kind. They naturally have a softness to them, and that's beautiful in a world with so much anger. I felt that. Root yourself in those qualities about you that you pray never changes. Your lust for life, your wanderlust, your curiosity, your wonder about certain things on God's green earth. Some of you, your thirst for knowledge, your thirst to know more. For some of you, caring and being immensely helpful and wanting to help everyone. These are going to be those core values about yourself that you're going to ground yourself in as you mold the new version of you. This is the phoenix rising from the ashes. They kind of do that all by themselves. This is you. You are transforming yourself. You, not a circumstance, not a situation. This is you, and it could have been a long time coming. So it's going to be time to embrace that this week. The Four of Pentacles in reverse, Libra, is telling you to open your heart. Open your heart to the words that I'm saying. Open your heart to the fact that this could really be true. That you really do deserve to feel comfortable and abundant. You deserve to feel a sense of a new life and a fresh start, like the phoenix rising from the ashes. Open your heart to the possibility. Open your heart up to faith. Open your heart up to the fact that it could really be meant for you. Feel me, Libra? This is really what it's about for you this week. Free yourself. The Two of Swords in reverse. Free yourself from those negative thought patterns that are telling you differently. Kill all those negative little voices in your head with that Death card in reverse. Kill that part of you that's second guessing you. Kill that part of you, Libra, that tells you give up. Give up instead of resting and taking a break. Kill that part of you. It no longer needs to live here. You don't need to take that part of you into 2021. Get all that shit out your system now at the end of 2020, period. And it could be hard. It could be hard. But if you can discipline yourself to eat a certain way, or to go to the gym all the time, or to complete schoolwork on a regular basis, you can discipline yourself to do this too. Okay? Your mentality is gold. Your mentality is going to be everything for this transition, my loves. My dear Libra babies. Have faith in this. Have faith in this transformation. Learn to rest instead of giving up. Period. Period, period, period. Learn to rest instead of giving up, Libra. I will leave you with, even if the Justice card in reverse, even if it feels unfair now, Libra, have faith in that big picture. Libra babies, have faith in that big picture. Have faith in it. Have faith in it turning out good. Have faith in it turning out how you want it to be. You deserve it. You really, really do deserve it, Ache. Even if it feels unfair, trust in that big picture. Trust that one day it will make sense. And the day that it makes sense for you, Libra, that this is really going to be hitting is going to be in about 6 to 8 months. You know, this is really such a big time of transformation for you, Libra. So stay grounded in, you know, those things that are the essence of you, those virtues that are the essences of you, those characteristics that you hope you always have. Hold on to that as you go through this transition, Libra. You are building a new version of you, Ache. Intense message for Libra. Intense. Next up, we're going to be discussing Scorpio. My Scorpio babies. Ache, Ache. So, Scorpio, your season started, right? Okay. Okay. There could be an L this week for you, Scorpio. There could be something that comes up this week for you, Scorpio babies. There could be something that's going to come up this week that is going to have you feeling ungrounded and perhaps even like emotionally unsettled. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse. You're going to be feeling very ungrounded. Very, very emotionally ungrounded for some of you. And for a few of you, this could be a financial loss that takes place, a problem with the work environment, a problem with feeling safe, stable within that opportunity, or truly happy. You might be doubting if it's really meant to be, if it's really the path for you at this time. Something is not realistic about this situation or about your overall plans. Something is not realistic. There could be a delay, the Three of Rods in reverse. There could be a delay. There's something that could kind of be hindering that positive, optimistic vibe for you. Something about this, not good, not good. Whatever makes you feel thrown off this week, whether it's emotional or in terms of your finances / career, it's going to be linked to this delay or this link of you not having a very realistic expectation. This week, Scorpio, manage your expectations. Manage your expectations big time. I'm seeing that being very, very important for you this week. Take time to reflect a lot. There could be choices in front of you that are coming out of this situation that leaves you feeling ungrounded or is more of an L to your finances or your career. that situation could be leading you to a choice, to a different path that could be opening up. But take your time. Do not rush any of this. Take your time. Take your time. Just please take your time, Scorpio. Try not to be so impulsive. It's your season. You want to turn up. You want to just maximize every frequency you ride. But Spirit is kind of telling you, like, trust. Trust in this. Trust in the fact that what seems like a setback could really just be aligning you for another opportunity. And it could be something that's going to be like a better fit, better suited for you, or more in alignment with what you want. So trust and have faith in that, my loves. 1,000%. This setback will actually be leading up to you feeling a sense of balance and harmony. So trust in that vibe. 1,000%, Scorpio. 1,000%. This setback in the big picture in 3-6 months, you're going to realize how it was helping you get to this feeling, this sense of abundance, divine harvest, balance. This is the vibe for you this week, Scorpio. It could be that an opportunity you wanted is just not going to open up for you. The path that you wanted or that you were counting on to be available may not be, essentially, this week, my loves. So it's going to be really, really important for you to ground yourself and realize that it happens. You know, it happens. It's okay for you to be upset about it. But Spirit wants you to definitely see and recognize, the fact that you deserve so much better. And you deserve to feel just elated and really like on the right path and really abundant. You deserve that completely, completely, completely. It's going to be really, really important for you to trust that if the opportunity is not presenting itself, as you thought it would, it's not the right timing, it's not the right place, it's not going how you thought it would. You have to really have that faith in the fact that there is something greater to come, and that's why this is not working, or this is gonna work just longer. It could just take more time. So keep that message in mind, my loves, my dear Scorpio babies, for this week. It can be a bit heavy to process. It can be a bit intense, but we have faith in you. Your spirit guides, your ancestors, me, we have faith in you. So have faith in you too. Have faith in this journey, Scorpio, even though it feels like it's kind of like winding a bit and kind of like going a bit crazy. You deserve to have that feeling. You deserve to have those vibes. 1,000%, 1,000%, Scorpio. So that was the message for Scorpio. And it feels really intense. It feels like a winding path. It's like you thought this was going to be it, but it's not it. Trust that Spirit is leading you up to a sense of balance. Definitely to a sense of balance. Trust and believe that. Ache, ache. My loves, my dear Scorpio babies. It can be a bit of a bitter pill to swallow sometimes, It might still be for you, but just delayed. Trust in that. Trust in that, you know? Really, really trust and have faith in that. And I've said this in previous readings, Scorpio, it can be really, really hard to be led by your faith instead of being led by fear. So I don't expect you to be able to make that automatic transition, especially because your reading for this week is a bit of a roller coaster and has to do with different parts of your life and different aspects. So it can be hard to be led by faith instead of fear, Scorpio. So try your best, you know, and no one's expecting you to be an expert right away. So last but certainly not least, we have the gorgeous, the fabulous, the illustrious Sagittarius babies. I'm going to spread these cards out again because they got a little bit messy. Sagittarius babies, achi achi. This is heavy. If you are Sagittarius, I'm going to need you to take 3 breaths before we begin. I'm going to wait. It's intense. It's definitely intense. There's going to be a negative announcement this week, Sag. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Could this be a breakup? The Ace of Pentacles. Usually a breakup will be Ace of Cups in reverse, but I'm feeling like you had a lot financially invested in something, in a romance, a lot of energy, a lot of money, a lot of intention, a lot of time, coin invested into something, and it's just not gonna work out this week. You know, and it's gonna have you feel very upset. The Star in reverse. This could be triggering depression. This could be triggering pessimism, which is the opposite of optimism. Optimism is where you go into every situation thinking it's gonna turn out how you want it to, or the best possible outcome, versus pessimism, that your mind goes into the direction of thinking that everything is going to turn out for the worst or not how they want it to. This event could really be triggering that, okay? And take depression seriously. The Star card in reverse, if you need help, seek it. You deserve to feel supported. You deserve to feel community. And this week, Sag, you deserve to heal whatever trauma is telling you otherwise. Do not feel like all hope is lost, Sagittarius. It is not lost. And again, like I said, for Scorpio, it can be hard to be led by faith instead of fear when you cannot see the path ahead, or when you're feeling very thrown off of your path, of your mentality, thrown off, no longer in control of yourself to the same extent, your emotions. Have faith. Do not feel like hope is lost. Seek help, Sag. You deserve help. You deserve to feel like you are being heard. You deserve to heal whatever negative voices tell you otherwise. And you deserve to set boundaries and eliminate those who make you feel guilty or unworthy about these healing things. Depression is serious. Needing help asking for help can make all the difference, Sagittarius. So open up that throat chakra a little bit. Feel out your inner Aquarius. A joke if you saw the Aquarius reading earlier. This is really what it is. It is divine timing. It is the alignment. It is the moment for you to get this message. That it is okay for you to ask for help. That you deserve that sense of community and feeling support. And maybe lately that's really been lacking. And this is the week where hopefully we'll get that back on track, Sagittarius. This major ending, you're feeling like you lost so much time, money, energy. This major ending, Sag, this week. This ending is actually your new beginning. You're feeling it. You're taking it emotionally as the Tower card in reverse. I'm sorry. Emotionally, you're taking it as the Tower card right side up, as everything coming crashing and burning. Feeling that crown just being knocked off of people's heads, or of the tower of your plans. People just being thrown out. Yeah, You're emotionally taking it like this. But in reality, Spirit is telling you that this experience is actually this. It's actually the Tower card in reverse. As much as you feel like things are breaking down, they're actually being rebuilt. This is some spiritual, emotional foundation that is being laid to align you moving forward. And that can be hard when you're taking it so emotionally hard. So trust and have faith in that. This is actually, although you feel like something is breaking down, it's actually building something else. Maybe it's building a whole new beginning. Maybe it's building something that you did not even think was going to be possible. Trust in that. Really, really imagine if I'm really right about what I'm telling you right now. This could truly be the foundation to your greatness. To your greatness. To you feeling abundance, prosperity, security, to feeling that positive announcement in regard to you feeling grounded, in regard to you feeling like you got that coin, okay? You have that stability, you have that security. Scorpio, you deserve to have that, and you deserve to see this situation from a different perspective and from the fresh eyes of it's not, everything breaking down. It's actually things being reconstructed. It's like a demolition project. Something is going down for something else to come up. I will leave you with, interestingly enough, the final card that comes up for you is actually the Seven of Rods, and it comes up in reverse. This could really drain your willpower. Reach out for help, take breaks, really invest in your self-care this week, Sagittarius. This is going to be a major emotional, spiritual shift for you. So self-care as needed. Put yourself first. Do not downplay your emotions. Do not gaslight yourself about the impact that the current circumstances or the situation is having on you. You're going to have to shine light on it and give attention to it in order to go through it positively and in a spirit of it building you up and helping you heal versus breaking you down and hurting you forever and scarring you for life and affecting all your future decisions. This is it for you this week, Sag. This is it. Don't give up. Don't give up. Take breaks. There is help available. The kind of help you need will be there, Sag. So have faith in that. Be led by faith instead of by sight. Maybe you don't see the help that's going to be there, but it will be there. Maybe if you ask, you shall receive. Embody that vibe this week, Sag. That's going to be crucial. Absolutely crucial. Sag, it can be tough, but you can do it. You are strong, you are resilient, and you've survived 100% of your bad days. You can get through this. This is rebuilding. This is rebuilding. It doesn't make sense now, but in 6 months to a year, when you see the big picture play out, you will have more peace. When you reach this feeling of abundance and true victory and new life, you will understand this period that you're going through right now. Right now. You will understand it. Have faith, my loves. I love you all so much. Sag, you got this. If you need more guidance, if you need support, if you feel like you don't got this and you want to know what to do to feel like you do got this, definitely reach out for a custom tarot reading. I love you. I'm here for you, and I'm rooting for you. I'm in your corner, and I know it seems really, really dark. I know it seems like things are really being being torn down, but in reality, it's really being built up. There is help available. There really is help available. So you will see your victory. You will see your victory. You will feel victorious, even if you're feeling like you're just losing right now, Sag. So I love you all with all my heart. Thank you guys so much for supporting my YouTube channel, my Instagram, and for supporting my small business, because I am just an international student stuck in Montreal, Canada. So I love you all so much. Besitos y abrazos. And in the words of Walter Mercado, con mucho y mucho amor. H. Mwah.